All right, fellas, we're back. Not earlier, not later, but just on time. And we're here to talk about the new South Park episode. I'm not going to lie, I just realized I need to cancel my subscription as I'm on a free Paramount plan. This is not a paid promotion at all. I'm not just going to be discussing them because I'd like a free subscription. Just saying. Just saying. I've watched South Park like 4 times over every season. All right. But what we really got to talk about is this dumb guy, Charlie Kirk. All right. Honestly, it's the whole darn lot of them. Every single one of these Republican guys that are playing, brown nose, who can brown nose the hardest, who can be the biggest, kiss ass for Mr. President himself. He's over here destroying our country left and right. And here they are. They want to talk about, don't tread on me. But the second they get treaded on, they bend the knee. All right. And what we're specifically talking about is this picture of his profile picture on Twitter. He recently changed it. I believe it was yesterday to this. Give me 1 second. To this. What is it called? Picture of Cartman, right here. It's a picture of Cartman. Hope you guys can see that. It's probably looking pretty bad in my vid, but yeah, he changed his picture to Cartman, who they are now attacking next. Mr. Charlie Kirk himself, the big gummy, the large forehead man. And he thinks that, well, he's in on the joke. And, sir, you're not. This isn't a power play. This isn't what you think it is. It's not the liberal TV coming after you because you're a free thinker and you're not a sheep. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not what you think it is. You're not in on the joke, bud. In fact, I think it says more that you think you're in on the joke than you actually being in on the joke. It's kind of ironic. But it's even more ironic that we're talking about this today because if you haven't noticed, the Senate, I think it is over here voting on a bill that is going against banning insider trading, as if that even has to be a discussion, where some of these representatives are using the words of, oh, well, if you're going to prevent us from insider trading, then you just want us to be broke. Poor, I think was the actual words. He says, Mr. Senator Ron Johnson, we make it very unattractive for people to run for office. Yes, as running for office is supposed to be to serve the people, not to get super rich. The irony here is, if I can find this gentleman, GOP Senator Rick Scott is trying to say that a ban on politicians' stock trading, because Republicans will oppose a ban on politicians' stock trading because they have the right to make money. Anyone want to be poor? I don't. Sir, your salary is $174,000 a year. I'm sorry, but if you can't afford to live comfortably on $174,000 a year, no matter where you are, really, especially if you're married, because you probably have a second income coming in, which could range anywhere from like another $30,000 to $50,000. I imagine if you're a senator, you probably or have like a spot on like the House or anywhere really in the government as a politician, you're probably married to somebody that has a decent or good education, which means that they can get a good job. So they're really going to be sitting at like $40,000 to $80,000 a year, meaning this guy's household income could potentially, before all of his scandalous insider trading, could be running anywhere from $210,000 to $250,000 a year. And last time I checked, the average household income is like somewhere around 60. So if you're poor on 3 incomes in total, I don't know what to tell you, man, because there are people making it work off of less. And those people that are making it work off of less, you're making their lives harder for them to make it work. So realistically, we should have no sympathy for you. In fact, I think that it's probably about time that we start coming for these kinds of people, because it's so blatantly obvious that they just don't care anymore. They think that they're the majority. They're not. Okay? They're really not. And I'm not wishing for violence on anybody. When I say coming for these people, I mean like getting them out of office, getting them, out of the ability to be in the spotlight to get the advantage to do these kinds of things. It's not okay. I get it. Everybody likes to make money. But whenever you take certain positions of power and you take certain jobs, you should no longer be able to participate in some things. It's just like somebody who wants to go out and smoke weed, but they want to be a cop. You don't really get the best of both worlds. You're supposed to be upholding justice. Now, if weed is legal in your state, like by all means partake if that's allowed. I don't know. But like that also goes for like harder drugs too, like crack or something. Like I wouldn't want my police officers strung out on that kind of stuff or on ice. Like, come on, man. And that is a double entendre for ICE, the drug and the terrible people that hide their faces as they are the modern day Gestapo. But it's so ironic that the second that these guys get made fun of, they then turn around and try to play victim. And then they try to play like, oh, they're in on the joke because they think it's so funny that we think it's funny that they're being made fun of because it, quote unquote, doesn't offend them. I'm sorry, my friend. You're not in on the joke, and none of us think that it's not hurting your feelings. We know it is. We know it's getting to you. It's starting to show. It's going to keep showing, and frankly, it's so telling of these people's intelligence that they think that it's, anything but the obvious. Anyways, like that's all I really wanted to touch up on. I'm really looking forward to this new episode of South Park because, this season was already off to a really dope spot. And I saw like a small clip of Mr. President rubbing up on Satan. So I'm really excited to see how they go on about that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. You guys know we'll be back here tomorrow with another upload. I hope that you guys tune in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow. That's all I just wanted to touch up on. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.